Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or you know, to our group. Anyway, I'm on my way home because today I actually just got my next Ocrevus. Let's see, it was due up sometime in March. It's May, so I'm about a month and a half behind. Now I don't know if this current exacerbation is excuse me, is because of that. I do know that by the time my 6 months is up, I do start to get kind of tired, and I feel a little bit more susceptible, I guess, to not feeling so well. So I was very excited when I spoke with Dr. Hendon just this last week, and he went ahead and gave me the okay to go ahead and have the Ocrevus. Ocrevus, however they want to say it. But the one thing that I do specifically know is that...
New text message from Barb Delaney.
My friend Barb is texting me. Anyway, so like I said, today I got the Ocrevus, and when I spoke with him last week, he wanted to see my blood work and everything, especially because of this exacerbation that I'm going through right now. Excuse me. The steroids, I got 4,000 milligrams and 4 grams as it is. And what happens is that it really lowers your body's ability to create its own steroid. Like, your body has its own steroids. So when there's a huge influx of artificial or outside sourced steroids, the body will react by not producing any of its own. So it takes a while for the steroids of the natural body to actually start again. Ooh, let's stop. And so that with that, you have to have a lot of like blood work done and that kind of stuff. It's something that's extremely important. So sorry I'm so pale. Yes, it's summer. It is currently 99 to 100 degrees out in the area of Phoenix, Arizona. It's warm. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting home, getting some shorts on, because it was cold in there. Anyway, so with that, I had my blood work done. I am still on the low scale of healthy. I'm only at 6,000 T cells. The high scale is around 11,000. I am still low, but I'm sure that it's increasing from now. Again, I did have my Ocrevus. I've refused the steroids from them. This is the second time that I refused the steroids, the third time that I backed up on the Benadryl. So I have Tylenol in me and 25 milligrams of Benadryl, and that's it. So no steroid. If you're new to Ocrevus, I recommend that you definitely go through the extreme, the whole thing, especially if it's something that your body is not going to be used to. Once your body gets used to having the medication in your system, sometimes you can do what I do and refuse the steroids. I, again, have had so many steroids, it really was redundant to have this little 100 milligrams of steroids when I've had so many already. So I went ahead and refused them. But just so you guys know, again, I'm walking out of there. I was there from 11 to almost 2 o'clock, and that was the extent of it. I usually expect about 6 hours because they have to slow induce it in the body, and then they increase it every half an hour until you are full bore on your 600 milligrams. And I went ahead and got obviously the full dose, and I'm really looking forward to this. I think at this point in time that this is going to help this exacerbation to slow down. My inner gyroscope is still definitely messed up. When I'm sitting, I feel much better, and if I can keep my head straight, I feel even better then. So I do still feel dizzy when I turn my head from side to side, but I am not a danger when I drive. And of course, when I drive, I make sure that I am safe. I will not hurt anybody or myself. I just take myself out of the picture and say I'm done. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody go. But again, that's the main reason why I'm filming today, is because today again is my Ocrevus day, and I'm very excited about having the med on board at this point in time, because I really do think that it's definitely going to help with quelling what's happening right now. So with that, I will let you guys go. I hope everybody is doing well. Please leave me a message, comments, questions. I do have another video that I'm looking to film shortly about what type of apparatuses or adjustments have you made in your life that you maybe have made, you know, something that has helped you, whether it be showering, whether it be eating, whether it be walking. Is there anything that you've homemade that's not already out there that you could share with everybody, and see if there is a possible way that you know, maybe we can get some people on board with using some of the other stuff that we use, because a lot of the stuff, the medical that's out there, is expensive. extremely expensive, but they're small, simple tools that we can use to get through everyday life, whether it be a showering help or an eating help or a walking help. I still do not have my walker out. I was thinking that I wanted to get my walker, but I think that my dependence on my walker then in turn does not keep my muscles in my body still straight. So especially because of this, I'm off-centered, so I'm using different muscles to try to keep myself upright. I am noting this as well. And I notice also that it's kind of stressful on my back. My low back, as you guys, most of us know that on my channel that I did have back surgery. So what I thought maybe could have been an MS symptom that rolled into a foot problem ended up being a complete herniated disc. And then I ended up having 3 of them fused together. So, but I do notice that my gait and my weeble wobble is what I call it, because weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. That is causing, I think, some problems with my low back. So I need to think about what I can do to adjust that. And if there's anything that you guys have, any suggestions, like I said, any homemade apparatus or anything that you guys use to help you in your everyday life, I would really like you guys to share about that. If you can, definitely share it with us. So anyway, out there in MS land, again, today was my Ocrevus day, just for people that are maybe getting started on it, or they, worried about their 2nd, 3rd, 4th infusion. You know what? I still feel absolutely amazing. I have no side effects. I don't feel anything. I feel the side effects from the Benadryl, and that I felt, but I only take the 25 milligrams, and because I'm there over several hours, I don't even take a nap through it. It doesn't bother me at all. So I don't have, any trouble with the actual medication. So maybe next time I'll even refuse the Benadryl. I don't really need it. I do take my Parkinson med because the Benadryl makes my arms and legs bounce around like a marionette. So anyway, guys, I'm not going to ramble. I love you all so much. Just checking in. Ocrevus day. Feel fantastic. And I hope everybody can stay healthy. Hey guys, I haven't put up the new video that I filmed just the other day because actually I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that I did have a couple issues, and because I feel that being transparent is the perfect way to be during this Ocrevus everything, and sorry about the sun being there. I am on my way to work. But yesterday when I did wake up, I was feeling really congested and just a little bit feverish. I figured that they probably wouldn't let me go to work no matter what. They wouldn't let me come into work with a fever. We do still have our fevers, our temperature checked when we do get to work, just to make sure that we're not going to be bringing in any infection or any COVID or anything like that to work with us. So with that, yesterday I just did not feel good. So I did have one day of feeling just kind of a little like I had some flu-like symptoms, but I knew that they wouldn't last. That's one of the reasons why when you do your Ocrevus, they give you 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol. That's one of the reasons why they give you the Benadryl. The Benadryl is to counteract, obviously, any allergic reaction that might occur, and then obviously with the steroids, what the steroids are meant to do is just kind of counteract any inflammation or any trouble that you have. That getting the medication, that the medication itself, it just kind of takes the edge off of the impact of what's going on in your body, for lack of better terms. So honestly, I went ahead and took yesterday out because I just wasn't feeling 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the end of my previous video, and I'll get this definitely put up tonight. I've been working with some real stuff and what have you. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of an afterthought, because I was doing my editing of the video and that kind of stuff, and adding some thumbnails and everything. And I knew that with yesterday not feeling so good, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to just go ahead and let you guys know that I did feel kind of icky yesterday. It lasted most of the morning. I ended up sleeping, drank a bunch of water, and I feel great today. I do have a lot of energy. I feel energized, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm really struggling to sleep. I really am. I'm sleeping about an hour at a time. I think part of that is just because the medication is meant to do so much good things within your body. I think that just the changes and the attacking of your T cell count and that kind of stuff, it just is any time that you don't feel very good. So I do feel some pressure in my head. This is what's been happening with this MS attack. There's constant pressure here. I actually can cough and send myself into a dizzy spell to where my little inner gyroscope is still very off, and that I can actually make myself do a weeble wobble, which I don't really want to do that. But just so you know, I just wanted to let you guys know, normally I really